Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just...
That reminds
Sorry.
me. There was a replica
Oh,
sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah, what's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason is...
The spice.
The sugar and spice and everything nice.
Exactly.
Where's that one? Sayaka's wrist with the gold stuff. Yep. That's it.
Nice.
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Okay, Shaggy. What happened in my room and what had led to Sayaka's death, that's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates.
This is probably multiple bullets, I think.
Yeah, that or noise, but I think
Well, that's true.
I think multiple bullets comes first.
Yep.
Multiple truth bullets. I want to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullets fire. Oh man.
Definitely the hardest mechanic. Because
Yeah,
Going through
it just
them.
adds a bunch of different options.
indeed. So now you have a few different bullet choices, and there's still only one weak spot. So you need to pick the right weak
Bullet.
spot and the right bullet. So you need to be thinking about
Broke out.
multiple things.
The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke
shoot.
Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit
shoot.
took that from her
I
too.
tried to use
And they killed
X.
her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, I have to go through it again.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No?
Oh no!
Good.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed, and that's when the first
Fail.
blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
What?
What are you trying to refute here?
I don't know, because I thought it was... Because honestly, based on everything we know so far, I'm wondering if the
And that's
kitchen
when the
knife
first blow
set
was dealt.
was the first thing.
Sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
I'm so...
When the
This
fighting
is
broke
so
out,
frustrating.
grabbed the sword, and that's that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Okay. I don't really understand.
You shall soon enough.
I guess. Because, like, I get that what happened was
No. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
because of the sheath. Being covered in sharp thingies.
Because the sword sheath had been scratched.
Yes.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I got it! You're talking about the palms of her hands were perfectly clean. So I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
We've already been over this.
The gold coating on that sword
Come on,
comes
Swimmer
right
girl.
off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if
Poor
you
Hina.
look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way. Water can't remove it. The water was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Yuck.
My.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult.
What is this game?
Sold, obviously.
It's very Japanese.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
I got it!
Sayaka.
Sayaka?
But
She had
we
the
already
knife.
said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.